Earlier today, a middle-aged woman named Hester Prynne was released from prison.
Sources say that she committed adultery with an unknown man, which resulted in her illegitimate child.
Fernando Roberts is live at the scaffold scene where Hester Prynne is standing.
Fernanda?
Let's go see the scaffold right now. Hester should be standing on it. Hester hasn't come up yet, but she should be coming up pretty soon. There she is, guys. The people here are very passionate about what they see on the scaffold. There's so many angry people here. Let's get a closer look. Hey guys, I think I see some people that want to express their opinions about this issue. Let's go interview them.
What do you think about Hester?
Well, Hester Prynne, to me, is a character of remarkable strength. Her inner strength, her defiance of convention, and her honesty and her compassion may have been in her character all along. She is, to me, in the end, a survivor.
I see. Thank you.
No problem.
What do you feel about Hester?
She's a bad influence on my little sister.
I think Boston is overreacting. I think they gave Hester too cruel of a punishment.
What do you think about Hester's punishment?
Serves her right. She should know better.
What do you think about Hester?
I think she's cool because she's a free spirit because she understands that there's no true relationship, only a true relationship with self, and she can go and do what she wants. Dude, that is so cool.
It sucks for her.
She's a bad woman. I don't like her intentions.
What do you think about Hester?
She's a should not be cheating, you know, that, you know, women who cheat should not go on. That's just not right.
Thank you, Fernando. Now for a commercial break.
Welcome back. We had the privilege of interviewing the one and only Mr. Reverend Dimsdale. Let's watch the previous interview.
Oh, Frank. I watched one of his sermons and they were great.
Yes, it is unfortunate that his health is declining.
I know. Well, I don't blame him. Let's watch the clip.
Roll it. Hello, I'm Oliver Twist with SCLA News, and I'm here with Arthur Dimsdale.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you, and so are all the people of Boston.
I've heard your sermons have been different lately. In what
Really?
way?
I don't know. What have you been hearing?
They're more like inspirational, and you seem to be getting into it.
Well, I've been more inspired by God and all the recent things that have been happening around Boston,
Like
the
what?
area.
Like, can you elaborate on things that have happened?
Such as the current events, such as Hester Prynne's case.
What do you feel about the Hester Prynne case?
Well, I feel that she, on one hand, she is an adulteress and she did commit a great sin in the eyes of our people, and that is really against our ethic. But on the other hand, she's a single mother and she's still striving to care for her child. So there's two sides on this story here.
I agree. So I've also heard about your health. How's it?
Well, it's good. Contrary to popular belief, I'm actually doing quite well. I'm working with a physician and he's trying to help me and things will get better.
Good for you. How do you feel about this crime of adultery that Hester Prynne committed?
Well, and this brings us back to my sermons again. Of course, like I said, she did commit a sin, but everyone must know that sins and transgressions are all forgivable in the eyes of God.
Unfortunately, Frank, our trusty anchorman, will not be here for this segment because he suddenly came down with an illness, but we have to move on. Anyways, let's watch an interview with Chillingsworth.
Hello, I'm Topanga Cheeks, and I'm here with SCLA News, and this is Roger Chillingworth.
Hello.
So, recently Roger just came back, or sorry, Mr. Chillingworth just came back from India from his expeditions, and he also wants to share his new book.
Yes.
Could you please tell us more about your book?
I learned from the Native Americans many different ways to cure diseases using herbs, and I have this book called Cure to New World Diseases, and it is only 6 shillings. That's a bargain, I'm telling you. And if you buy 2 copies, it's 10 shillings for 2 copies.
So how are you dealing with the controversy revolving around your book? Because obviously the Puritans here are very religious and they believe in being saved by God. So how are you dealing with that?
This is just for cure for diseases.
Do people find you strange? Are you dealing with any issues?
I don't think people find me strange, but that Dimmesdale, he seems like a very interesting character that I want to explore.
Oh, I see. And what is the nature of your relationship with Dimmesdale?
I'm his physician, and I want to see what physically and emotionally ails him, because I think there's something up with that guy, something fishy.
You think he's ill, but he's our beloved Reverend of Boston, and we don't think there's anything wrong with him.
I think there's something wrong with him. He's constantly tired, and even though his sermons are very powerful, I feel like there's something that he has to reveal to the whole world, but he's hiding it inside of him.
So, could you tell me about your explorations in India, or where have you been?
Yes, I met up with the Native Americans, and they taught me a lot about herbs.
Oh,
and how
I've
you
mentioned
can,
before.
yes, and how they can help the human population suppress their disease, because herbs are very powerful. And also I learned that there are many types of diseases that can affect a person, not only physically but also emotionally.
So emotional. So you're saying that emotional and physical things are connected?
Yeah, they are very connected.
So what do you mean by that? Could you please tell me more? Can you discuss this?
Well, for example, if someone's very tired, he could be physically tired and he could show symptoms, but also in his mind, he's also very tired.
So what do you think, what kind of emotions or feelings would cause this tiredness?
I don't know, but I think it's a lot about sin. If you feel guilty about doing something, then in your mind you know that there's something wrong, and then you become physically tired.
Physically tired? Well, how are you adjusting in Boston? Any sightseeing, anything you want to comment on the recent happenings? Or?
Oh, I found that case about Hester Prynne, the person who committed adultery, very interesting.
Meaning?
I don't think that it's very Puritan-like for a woman to have an affair.
What do you mean by that?
Whoa.
Well, I heard that she was abandoned by her husband. How do you feel about that? How would you feel?
That
if
husband is such a git. I mean, he's such a... Oh, I don't know what to say. But that's not very
So
Puritan.
you don't defend the husband at all? You side totally with the woman on this case?
I'm afraid I cannot reveal that.
Well, speaking of marriage and such, are you single?
I cannot reveal that. I like to keep my private life private.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, let's watch an interview with Governor Bellingham